But the good news is the sink is finally empty for the first time in probably half a year or so. So yeah, with today's goal, we wanted to get the rest of these listed. These ones here are already listed, and then edit the 2 vlogs and the 1 minifigure haul video, and then start working on that stuff. So I think what I'll do is I will first finish listing this stuff here, because then once that's done, those parts there, unlike the other ones, I first have to sort the entire thing before I can list it, because it's mostly accessories, and so then I should be able to sort that while the vlogs are editing. But then while I work on this, I'll download the footage for the second vlog, because that'll probably take like an hour, half hour or so, because yeah, I think it's gonna be like at least a million, not a million. I was just looking at the number there changing, I got distracted. It's gonna be an hour or so of footage. And why is that looping continually? Or of course, like, yeah, well, I guess since it's a few more likes, it's trying to update, but since it's in the millions, it only shows that. Who knows? But yeah, I think it's like an hour of footage or something. And yeah, it's probably going to take a while because 4K takes a while to download. But yeah, I'll get to work on the stuff here. But then, yeah, sold another 5 pounds of the bulk. But yeah, we'll see, because if we sell the 20 to 30 pounds within like 72 hours or so, that's still too fast, and then we'll do the test for the next pricing on that. But for now, it still is under the thing, so we will wait a bit longer to see what happens before seeing if we want to adjust that at all. But yeah, back to work. Just now finally finished with getting all of these guys listed. None under the scale, just some cardboard from the boxes the other day there, because that stuff tends to go everywhere when you're cutting up boxes and stuff. But yeah, so we got all of these listed. No idea how much value per se, because I didn't keep track of that. And some of them, like these here, I got like 11, I think. And then there's like 10 of these guys here. Were not from those 2 lots, but everything else was, I think. Actually, no, the J here was from the one prior, where I was just waiting for the head. So technically it's part from this lot, part from the other lot, but yeah, close enough, and stuff like that. But yeah, this stuff is now all listed, and then I'll put it here, and you keep that stuff separate because I still need to figure stuff out for it there. And then I can get all of this stuff put away, and yeah, hopefully it starts selling. And yeah, the most expensive one that I recall from this is from the same set as this one here, because I got a few minifigures from the Death Star set, and there was the Grand Moff Tarkin, and it goes for like 120 or so on Bricklink, but on eBay it goes for closer to around the 200 mark. I can't remember if I listed it for like 180 or the 200 or something. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I'll get this stuff put away, and then get work on editing the vlog and starting the sort on those boxes. So I was able to trim down the vlog, 2 vlogs back from, I think it was like an hour 50 something in footage, down to an hour 28. So then this week we were able to get 379 lots listed for sale, and yeah, that's pretty decent considering that we were trying to get all sorts of stuff done and stuff like that. We got another car in the used lot, so we'll add that to the collection. And yeah, so with this one here, it was the one that was listed as the accessories, which mentioned prior is just like includes a lot of like real common parts that aren't really worth it, that I won't be listing, like all the treasure chests and some of the wheelbarrows and stuff like that. So it's all being added to this, the bulk stuff, and then yeah, we'll just grab what we need, but then the rest of it will all go in here. So just real common things like life jackets and goblets and stuff like that. All of that type of stuff is going in here, and so that will go to the bulk stuff and be sold by the pound with the rest of it. And yeah, we were able to only edit one of the vlogs, not both of them, and we weren't able to edit the other one because it took a lot longer than expected, but that's how things usually go. But yeah, we were able to get half of these parts sorted here, and then we should be able to finish this stuff up on Monday. But yeah, got a couple different containers here. Got things for like handheld weapons, then one for containers, things that minifigure would stand on, vehicle type things, and just similar. And then, well, weapon, guns, don't know if there's revolvers, but like muskets and space guns and stuff like that. Minifigure parts, we already have one minifigure parts thing here, and then everything else pretty much that we want to keep goes in here. And yeah, so that's just the different things we have. And yeah, hopefully should be able to finish up with a whole bunch of that stuff then next week. And yeah, good progress. And then can't forget about the shields container, because there's some cool ones in there, like the Urkai one with the handprint. And then we got the one from the Fright Night there, and that's supposed to be in there. And a couple of the Trolls ones there and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of cool things. And then there were two parts here that are still dirty. We can see there. And then this one was, I think, as well. Oh yeah, right there. I thought that was another one of those prints there. So those two are the two dirty things we found. This one here, I don't think was connected to anything. This one might have been connected to something. But it'll go in the container for rewashes to see if that stuff can get cleaned up. And then we got some Playmobil there. Most, if not all of that is Playmobil. Some of the stuff might not be. And then we found the sword here. And yeah, we can see it looks to be in fairly nice condition. Just look a little bit closer off camera. The handle has a bit of wear. It's a bit of dust that can be wiped off, but it's not damaged or anything per se. And so then we can check that there is the 1/8 version, and then we can search up the Witch King there, and then we can see if this is the sword we needed for him, because he's been waiting for it. And we'll go to Pearl Dark Gray. And no, we need the 9/8. Oh, did I see 9/8? No, the 1/8 version is the one we found. So we got the wrong one. So that one will go into the container here. And we'll see if we can find the right one. Because, yeah, we're still looking for that one. And, yeah, it's a relatively common one. There is, yeah, hundreds sold, thousands available for sale, and everything like that. But, yeah, just haven't found one yet. But, yeah, good progress. Yogurt time. And then we did already, from a whole bunch of the Star Wars stuff that was listed, sell a good amount of it. I think there's more so ones from some of the other stuff, like sold, I think it was that guy, and then I think there's that one there and stuff like that. But yeah, we sold like 20 more Star Wars minifigures on eBay. So yeah, it is a very solid shipping day. And yeah, we will see what happens, and yeah, get to work. And we have another internet outage with Rogers. Just going through the stuff with sorting it still and stuff like that. And the great curse of finding Scooby-Doo in almost every single lot continues, and I am not going to be complaining, because yeah, that there is, I think that's Velma's hair, and that's like 15-20 bucks or something like that. But yeah, it seems like every single lot has Scooby-Doo, and I am very happy for that. But yeah, it's just always funny, because yeah, just you'll find it in like seemingly every lot in Canada. And well, I mean, like, not every lot, but like it seems like exceptionally high considering how it only had a few sets and stuff like that. But yeah, it continues. So just now finished with the sorting, the initial sort of the 5-pound bag of accessories, and I did have the page up, though we can't open up the listing because it's been more than who knows how long. But yeah, for this one here, I got it for just $147 Canadian, so relatively cheap considering all of the stuff from it. But we'll see how much we get from a return from this, because yeah, there's some minifigures there, and some accessories here, even a claw from Ranthor, I think, and stuff like that. So some interesting parts, but yeah, we'll see what it is. I'm fairly 100% certain that we will break even at the very least for this. But yeah, that's the whole point of testing, to figure out whether or not it's actually worth it or something like that. But yeah, so we got all of the stuff here. I am not going to be listing it quite yet though, because we probably still need to get the bulk packed up as the priority now that this is done. So I will get to work on that, and then once that's done, then I can start working on listing some of that stuff. Yeah, then you edit the videos and stuff. But yeah, then this stuff is now dried from these two different lots from the boxes that were down there and in one of the more recent minifigure haul videos. But yeah, so it's dry. I can put it in the container and then start washing another batch of stuff. But I first need to figure out other stuff. So yeah, lots to do, and I'll get to work. So yeah, then these here are the minifigures that sold on eBay, so a fair amount of them. And yeah, a whole bunch of them are the Star Wars ones. And we had this one as a separate order, this one as a separate order, and this one as a separate order. But I believe all of these ones here are going to the same buyer, so that is pretty nice there. I think that the Bosk was the most expensive one, but a good amount of these were ones that were just listed from the recent thing. Like we've got the Ray there that was just listed, the Imperial Guard, we've got this guy here, and then this one, and this one here, and then there was this one, this one, this one, and I think that might be it. But yeah, either way, a good amount of them were just listed. So yeah, definitely nice to get that. And I can't prove it or anything like that, but I'd say that there's at least a decent chance that the new organization system thing on the eBay store that lets people choose like entire themes like Star Wars and stuff like that might have helped with that sale. So yeah, I will just pull the orders now. On Brick Owl, we've got 3 orders there, and then on Bricklink we got 2 orders, I think. So still slower there than on eBay, but that's what we expected. But yeah, then I'm making some good progress on the accessory thing. I got the first few containers listed, so all we have left is handheld weapons, the minifigure parts, vehicle things, and then just the other accessories. But of these here, I'm certain that a fair amount won't actually get listed because they're just like under 10-cent things and stuff like that, so that won't be there because yeah, used parts I only list 25 cents or more. So then if it's part that's only worth like 9 cents or 5 cents or something, I won't raise that price to 25 cents. I'll just not list it at that point. But yeah, so lots of stuff there, and just a few interesting things mixed in and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll get back to work. Yogurt time. So we're shipping out $1,436.35, and that is for the bulk in those boxes there, and the order is here. So for those curious, to ship out the 37-pound box of Lego that had the free stuff mixed in, and so that would be 37 plus 7, so 44 pounds. It was $62, I believe, all in, so not bad. It's going with UPS. Bricklink just fixed the buttons for send invoice and drive through on the header now, because after they updated it to the new header, it would basically, if you went to click on send invoice, it would bring you to that weird page where it says enter in your order number, and then you click on it and then it brings you to the order, which is a pretty useless thing. And it was, I think it was the same with the drive through option, but now it points you to the respective orders, which is what it used to do on the old one. So that has now been fixed, so that is a good update. So everything is now shipped out. We did have to turn the heater back up a whole bunch because last night it was a brisk negative 25 degrees outside, including the wind chill. So it was a little bit colder down here. So turn that up a little bit and we'll try to center it a little bit more. So yeah, we heard back from the one person, and yeah, so this Saturday we'll be getting 35 pounds of bulk Lego for just 200 bucks. Well, $20 to meet partway. It's a really weird thing because he offered to deliver for 40 bucks, but he didn't sound too keen on it. And from my experiences in the past with buying, if someone doesn't sound too keen on it, it usually means that even though they say they'll do it, they'll not always, but usually just end up not going through with it. And so when something's like that, that's not really an option, even if they suggest that they will deliver for a certain price or something. So ended up doing an option where we meet partway, but it's a really weird thing because normally we'd have to drive, according to Google Maps, about 70 kilometers or 80 kilometers. And it would take about 50 minutes, give or take, to get there. But then we're meeting up part way, which is like about 15 to 20 kilometers closer, but it only knocks off about 3 to 4 minutes off of the estimated driving time. I have no idea what's happening with that, but it is significantly closer, and so paying to meet part way, so that's an extra $20. It's a bit high for that difference, but it's just I pay my dad or other people to who pick it up based off of the time and the kilometers. So I can't remember the exact things that were paid that I pay for that stuff, but it's not the end of the world for that. So yeah, we'll see what the total price is, but then that should be 35 pounds. Includes some sets, but it says that the sets minifigures aren't there. But when you look in the box, there's still a whole bunch of minifigures, so it still has minifigures and stuff like that, just not the ones from a couple of modern Marvel sets. So overall, still seems interesting and like a solid option. And yeah, we're going to be using that for a test because I might be getting someone, not an employee, but someone I know, to sort a little bit of the stuff. So I should, in theory, be able to keep up with all of the stuff for listing and everything like that, and still be able to get some bulk in and stuff like that without then having to get sidetracked and stuff like that from listing all the minifigure parts and stuff like that. So it should be a win-win situation. But yeah, we will see on that. But yeah, I'll get back to work. So just finished with the vehicle things and stuff like that, and then tomorrow we should hopefully be able to get the rest of this stuff listed, and then after that we will probably go through that box of bulk. There wasn't really too much in it per se because there's mostly bought for the bulk itself rather than as an unsorted lot. There is some minifigures and stuff in there, but for the most part, it's just bricks and stuff like that. And yeah, so the bulk that we are buying won't be here till Saturday, so there's that. But initially, I wasn't going to be working on that right yet because I wanted to leave it for a little while so that like in a month or so I could add it so that the listing stays active and stuff like that. But since we are getting more in, then it makes sense to do that. But then yeah, I finally, for the first time in a couple weeks, actually finished catching up on editing all the vlogs and minifigure haul videos for a little while. But I need to still record more minifigure haul videos for the future, so I will try to work on that sometime, possibly tomorrow. You can't record too many in one day because your voice will give out, so I'll have to see what I can do. Maybe go for a fun one like this here, which has a whole bunch of Star Wars in it and stuff like that. But yeah, lots to do, and I will get to work tomorrow to finish that up. And then some things finally cleared up on the schedule of the person who was hoping to help with sorting parting out some of the new sets that we have. So we will have to try and get this table cleared up in the next few days or so, and then we should be able to finally get some of those done, and then we can finally, for the first time in like a year or so, hopefully get the drawers out of the sink, because yeah, the drawers have been in the sink for a while, and yeah, we will see if we can get that stuff there all figured out. But yeah, then hopefully can get a whole bunch more stuff washed. Still hoping to do a video on that, like some shorts ones of the washing process and of just like how it gets used and stuff like that for it. But yeah, we still want to just learn a bit more about it so that I can try and give more accurate information and stuff like that. So yeah, good progress. Yogurt time. So just finished with the stuff, And yeah, so it was a 5 pound bag that I went through. But yeah, like mentioned in that video, I'm not going to be doing 5 pounds in one go going forward. I will be limiting it to smaller ones. So 5 pound bag I divide into two or something like that. Because yeah, the video was 49 minutes long, so a bit excessive for that. So I'll try to break it up into smaller ones there. But yeah, we got some interesting ones. Like we got two Moroloids. We got three of the Serpentine with tails. We got several Ezra Bridgers. We got three different masks. And then I think that's the rare Hands of Time one. It's the Kai. I'm not entirely sure though. And stuff like that. So yeah, even an original Jango Fett and Dagobah Luke, a whole bunch of Indiana Jones and stuff like that. And yeah, we made sure to put all of the chrome and metallic and copper parts into the thing there. So I did want to put the ring back in here because I want to see if that one's affected, because some of the smaller ones don't seem to be for some reason. But yeah, then that is done. But then yeah, so we are going to watch that in a little bit. Not quite yet, because we'll see if we're able to record a video on that finally. It would just be like one of the shorts one for now. But yeah, we'll have to see, because yeah, we want to try and finish getting this stuff listed today and start sorting some of the bulk and stuff. So yeah, lots to do. It took longer than expected, but we finally have all of the different parts we're working on ready. A whole bunch of them went into the missorted as well, because yeah, there's just a lot there, and we are going to be removing a whole bunch more most likely, because I just finally got the file created, and so undoubtedly there's going to be a lot of lower value parts in here that I thought were maybe worth a bit more or something, which we will then remove. So what we will do is we will sort by price and go to the cheapest ones. And we already have one missing a price because I chose the wrong color on that. So we need to change that to transparent orange, and then we can set the price on that. But then, yeah, we can look here like 6 cents, 7 cents, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be removing a whole bunch of that stuff because, yeah, like mentioned, I don't sell anything unless it's 25 cents or more if it's in used condition. And for something like a 6-cent part, I'm just not going to raise the price to that and stuff like that. So yeah, I will purge a whole bunch of that stuff from here, and because yeah, it most likely won't really sell really that well, and also takes a lot of time to get it listed in this first part. And so yeah, I'll just remove that stuff, and then we can list the rest of it a whole bunch faster. And then once that's done, we can then work on the remaining 2 containers. So like normal, I completely underestimated how long it would actually take to get through the stuff. So I was only able to get through the 2 containers of the accessories today. But then tomorrow I can finish up with this stuff here, hopefully. And then start on the sorting of the bulk to get some more of that listed. And then, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So then Friday, I can hopefully get a bit of progress done on that stuff. And then I also have to wash this next batch. And yeah, so what I'm planning to do for the next little while at least is, I know I'll probably not keep track of the schedule and I'll probably mess it up relatively fast, but I'll just try to do like one video every morning for the minifigures here until we have gotten through it. Not everything will get a video though that you see here, like the stuff that was taken out of the drawers from over there and stuff like that. When we were moving things around, that stuff won't get a video. The things of accessories, like this type of bag here, probably won't get a video and stuff like that. So not everything here, but we should still be able to get, if I had to guess, maybe 20 to 30 videos out of there, because like some of the boxes at the bottom there, I think one of them is like mostly accessories, but I think the other two, even though they aren't necessarily all complete minifigures, it is still like 20-30 pounds of them. And I do want to try and do somewhere between 1 and 2 pounds of minifigures per video, because otherwise it's just a bit too much for the video length and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see what we can do, but hopefully we can get a good amount of these done, because yeah, the bigger the backlog, the better, because then you can just always have it consistent. Even if for like several months I'm not able to go through this, then there won't be any interruption with the upload schedule or anything like that. But yeah, lots of work. Yogurt time. So then I am going to be trying the 2-part thing for the minifigure thing today. So then in theory, we should be able to get 2 weeks of footage for that, because it's one per week for that. So should be able to get through that. And yeah, so then I need to get that stuff washed and everything. Lots to do. And yeah, so first step, record the video. Second step, possibly wash this one. Then third is get this stuff listed. And then once all that stuff is done, we can go through the box of the bulk there. And yeah, so we have lots to do, and need to pack this stuff up today because sold most of that again with the on the bulk listing and stuff like that. So yeah, lots to do, and I'll get to work. So just finished with the second one now, and yeah, we actually did get another classic Jango Fett torso. It's somewhere in here. Then we did have this one continue the trend of a Scooby-Doo minifigure in each lot. We got that one there, the armored one from the museum or something. Then some pretty decent stuff to go with it. That's the one that had the Shredder minifigure in it. Did not find Orsing's hair because that's the difficult part to get, because yeah, just sold that one for like 30 bucks I think, and yeah, there's no hair on this one, so we can't relist it or anything because the hair is very difficult to get. But it had a very large amount of wolf pack, and I'm almost 100% certain that's the Forceman torso, that head, that's worth like 30 bucks or something. So yeah, lots of interesting stuff in there. It started off a little slow, but it did start to pick up. But yeah, for this one here, we did it in 2 separate ones. One video there and one video here. So that is 2 weeks of footage for that. And yeah, so lots of interesting stuff. And yeah, if all goes well, we actually will be doing the first recording thing for some of that. We'll see if we can figure that out. But yeah, good work on a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll continue. So we just finished recording the video, and definitely got an interesting setup going on for the lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, we recorded it, the entire process. So we're starting with like 55 minutes of footage approximately. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do to trim that down to just 90 seconds or less. And should be able to do some time lapses and stuff like that for a good amount of it. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. And overall, just like the other times, there's a lot of garbage and stuff that it was able to successfully clean out. So that is a very good win. And yeah, the stuff is now washed, so I can get it all dried now, and then it will take place for stuff to work on after that one is done. And yeah, then probably tomorrow sometime or so, I'll see, once after I edit this one that I just recorded, and then I'll see what I can learn from it, and then possibly do another filming for that one there and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, I'd say it was pretty good. Still slowly working away at the stuff. We've just got the headgear, the neckwear, and the hand weapons that are left. So we are hopefully still going to be able to finish this up tonight. We've got 4 minifigures that we actually got complete and good condition out of the lot. So that is good. And yeah, so the Lord of the Rings, I think it's Gundabad Orc, or maybe not Gundabad Orc, it's one of them. It's like 26 bucks on Bricklink on the average, so it's probably worth around 35 bucks at least. So that is a nice one. And we got one of each of the commando droids, and then one bionicle or exo force things there. So yeah, we are getting close on this one, and for some reason these just seem to be taking a lot more time than the minifigure ones, but I think that's just because I keep getting busy with other stuff, like with all the washing and stuff like that. But yeah, overall good progress. And yeah, I didn't manage to edit the video yet, and I might still have a bit of time to work on that. But yeah, still got to pack up a bit of the bulk and pull orders and stuff. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. I highly doubt though I'll be able to make any progress on the bulk tonight, so I'll just try to work on finishing this up, and then if I get that stuff listed and the bulk packed and orders pulled, then I'll just like try to clean up the table a bit or something. Sold several things from the eBay room. First up, we sold our very last copy of the Castle in the Forest Bricklink set. And yeah, so we got a whole bunch of these a long time ago when it was first released. Well, not a whole bunch. It was 5. My dad bought 2, my sister bought 2, and I bought 1. And so yeah, this is the very last one going out, and it sold for $650 plus tax and shipping. And then we sold this one here, which was $35, and I think my sister got it for probably like $15 or so on Amazon during clearance or something. And I just realized there's a Canadian flag, maple leaf that we have on our flag there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a Canadian or if they just like maple leaves, haven't watched it. But yeah, pretty cool that there's a maple leaf on there. But yeah, sold those 2 sets. Yogurt time. So we're shipping out $1,458.80 today with these orders here, those there, the sets, and the bulk. So we just finished with the file now, and so this here was the bag of accessories one, and it is the one that we paid a real good deal on this one here. It was just $147 for it. And yeah, that one was a while back. Let's actually see when the order was for it. We purchased this in June, and yeah, it is finally all listed. So we have 717 different lots. So all in all, it is 1305. And yeah, if we just quickly set it to the 6-month average, it drops down to 1083. And yeah, so overall not bad on that, and we'll get it uploaded. But then normally the lots like that go for closer to the $400 mark, give or take. This one was just exceptionally cheap. And then in the bulk, the 2 better finds we were able to get is this Bionicle mask, which goes for about $20, $20-$30. And then also somewhere in here, see if I can find it. That's not it. I should probably grab a tray to dump it out to find it a bit easier. Maybe I'll just take out a couple of the larger items. Right here it is. We got one of the light bluish gray turntables, and yeah, these ones here go for about $10-$15 each. So yeah, some nice finds there. Got the bulk listed. Some parts we'll have to see which ones we list and stuff like that. Removed that we can work on at some point, which we will add to the growing pile of stuff. Because yeah, we had to move all the stuff off that table, so it ended up all over here and stuff like that. And most of these containers are filled with individual bricks that we want to list and stuff like that. So yeah, lots to work on. And then yeah, here's some codes for those who might want them. Since I don't do anything with them, let's see if we get a slightly better angle on some of that, because I heard that apparently in other countries you can still redeem multiple. Sorry for that cut there. Think I like breathed backwards or something. I don't know. But I've heard that in some countries you can still redeem multiple codes per account, but can't do that here. I know you used to in the past, so I'm not sure if the people who were able to do it were just remembering if things in the past, or if you can actually do multiple codes per copy. But yeah, so I have no use for these ones here then. And yeah, so if anyone wants them, they can use them there for that, because otherwise there's nothing will happen. They'll just get put in the recycle. But yeah, so lots of progress. But yeah, the listing is now active again. So yeah, we will see what happens at this. For some reason, $10.95 seems like a more normal price than $10.45. So maybe the visual look of $10.95 might help a little. I don't know. I'm probably going too far into just trying to figure out all the stuff there, but we'll see on that. But then yeah, tomorrow we should be getting 35 more pounds of bulk, though that isn't sorted yet, so it'll take a while till we can do that, because yeah, our goal is to try and yeah, get bulk stuff there, but in such a way that it doesn't really interfere with other stuff, because generally the bulk sells fast. So as long as we can keep it evened out, even if it's not too profitable, then it does work out, because then I am able to pay someone I know to pick up the stuff. And so then they're able to earn a bit of money. So even if it is zeroed out for that, then it still is a good thing because we're able to sell stuff and they're able to make a little bit of extra money. So yeah, it works out like that. It's not an employee or anything like that. That is far too complicated. It's just a couple every here and there and stuff like that. But yeah, so that shouldn't hold up really too much cash flow or anything like that. Yeah, so that is something we are going to be trying to go for again. But yeah, we are making good progress finally on saving up for the large amount of minifigures. And yeah, if that goes well, that would be a nice thing to get, all of that stuff. But yeah, lots of work to do, and I'll call it a day. But the good news is the sink is finally empty for the first time in probably half a year or so. Your thing. So then this here is the bulk, and yeah, we paid $220, and then I paid someone roughly $100 to pick it up, and yeah, so it is 35 pounds of bulk. It doesn't look like it, but it definitely is 35 pounds of bulk, plus 3 sets. These two here don't have their minifigures, but this one is sealed. Some of the parts might be included in some of the stuff, I don't know. But yeah, either way, it is a bit more stuff there, and there's probably a few half-decent parts I can still get from them. But then, yeah, in the bulk, we have, there is minifigures in here and stuff like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here, and then a lot of decent parts, like you got some base plates, you got some 8x16 bricks, some train tracks, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's lots and lots of interesting stuff in here. So yeah, all in, that's like about $320-ish. And then yeah, currently the bulk is selling for yeah, because I just listed more last night at the $11 a pound mark and sold 10 pounds within a couple hours. So yeah, currently it's at that, but then you have to deduct the fees and the free bonuses included and the shipping costs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, in theory, this is able to get more inventory. It is able to help be able to put a bit of money in the pocket of the person who picks it up, and it's able to get more inventory for the store, all while having very low money tied up, because yeah, the bulk sells very fast. So once you calculate how fast that's sold, and then all the minifigures and stuff that will get listed and stuff like that, it is very good for all parties involved. So yeah, this is what we want to try to do a bit more of, and yeah, because it won't really be interfering in any realistic way with the stuff we're saving up to try and get the large minifigure thing. But yeah, so then yeah, the the sets here are a little bit more have had a little bit more progress made on them, but they're still not done yet for the initial sorting stuff. But yeah, then potentially later today we can get that stuff listed. But yeah, then overall great progress already today. And yeah, potentially the goal for today will be to edit some videos. We got like another 5 or so videos to edit. Then we want to see if we can probably get another one of the bulk damage to minifigure part things listed. See if we can part out these sets here. Start having someone, because yeah, we're seeing if we're able to have someone do a little bit of sorting. But yeah, just like the pickup, it's not a employee or anything like that. That is way too far in the future. It's just someone, see if they're able to do a little bit. But that will be a very interesting thing compared to like pickup and stuff like that. Because yeah, it's very difficult to just like really know everything for like the value and stuff like that. Like for example, if you pick up like if you don't really know that much about Lego, you pick up a 2x4 brick in light bluish gray, you, for the first while, you're gonna have to like check it and stuff like that. See, he's like, oh, is that valuable or not? So it'll take a while, and we're not entirely sure if it'll go continuing that way, or if it will be something that I do take over the sorting part again. We'll have to figure that out, because yeah, part of the thing is we're hoping that when we get the bulk, that since delivery is with someone and then potentially sorting is with someone, then yeah, even though it doesn't have too much money tied up, if I had to do the sorting or something like that, it would really take up time, and that's what would cause problems, because we couldn't get as many minifigures listed and stuff like that. So yeah, what we're trying to do is, even if a few good parts slip through and stuff like that, so long as we're able to keep things going without having to delay listing minifigures and stuff like that, then that is promising. But yeah, so we'll see what we can do, and if all of that stuff gets done, then we can start a little bit on going through some of the minifigures here and stuff like that. So yeah, lots to do, but yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thanks for watching if you got this far. Today is Saturday, the vlog will be out Monday, and the next vlog, the Monday after that.